and 2 more.
Hamidullah Shaban knew something was wrong with his 6-year-old twins.
They're like crying. They were not interested to study. They were not interested to go to school.
Doctors found abnormally high levels of lead in their blood. The exposure came from cookware at home.
Okay, so this one's not good.
No, that one contains lead.
This would make somebody sick.
Potentially, yes.
A King 5 investigation highlighted the problem, and it got the attention of State Representative Jerry Paulette.
When I saw King 5's investigation and was contacted by King County, I said, we've got to get it out of cookware.
And you thought that was a done deal?
It was a done deal.
In 2024, Governor Jay Inslee signed the most protective lead limit law on cookware in the entire U.S. But since then, the law has changed. The original bill put in a restriction of 5 parts per million starting in 2026. But in 2025, legislators delayed implementation and increased the acceptable levels. Under a bill that's moving this year, the limit would go to 50 parts per million in 2030 and 20 parts per million by 2034. Paulette says that's unconscionable.
They're getting away with exposing our children for an extra 2 years under the law they passed last year. And now they want to roll it back till 2032, condemning another generation of Washington's children and pregnant mothers to elevated lead, loss of IQ, and all sorts of other health harms.
I think there's many manufacturers who are still confused, that are confused and feel like we haven't been very transparent on what the testing is going to be.
State Senator Paul Harris sponsored the current bill. He says he wants lead out of cookware, but the state and manufacturers need more time to come up with testing guidelines and enforcement policies.
What's happening right now is that there is basically a law without teeth.
The Association of Home Appliance Manufacturers says its products already meet these standards, but the industry and the state need more time.
Right now, your residents are operating under a falsehood, thinking that there's a law in place to protect them, when in fact, your own Department of Ecology cannot even enforce it. And that's a problem.
Despite its critics, the bill passed with an overwhelming majority out of both the House and the Senate. They have to finalize the version before sending along to Governor Bob Ferguson. In Olympia, Drew Mickelson, King 5 News.